My name is Andrew Kashukov. My mentor is Andrew Vasiliev, and I was working in the ReSharper team on anti-framework model and migration validation. So let's start with a little primer on anti-framework. It is .NET's most popular ORM tool, which is short for Object Relational Mapping. And what these tools are made for, basically, is to allow developers to describe their data model with objects in their programming language of choice, as well as the ways that this data is related to other data. And in the case of anti-framework, it also allows to describe various metadata using either data annotations and or Fluent API methods. Then developers can just manipulate that data just as they would objects. And in the background, anti-framework takes care of all the heavy lifting by converting that data model into database tables and converting all the operations on the data into database queries. So what's the catch? Well, as it usually is the case, there is a catch, and that is the fact that this code-first approach to modeling makes it very convenient to implement the model, but not so much when it comes to analyzing it and troubleshooting it. It also means that there are some issues that won't really become evident until the application is run, and by which time it might already be too late. These issues include, but are not limited to, circular dependencies, uninitialized navigation properties, and unlimited string length, as well as others. And coincidentally, these are the issues that we can now warn the user about. So moving on to how we actually do it. We deal with circular dependencies by showing a little highlighting on the corresponding property, and a conveniently placed entity relation diagram on the bottom also provides this issue with more visual representation. Moving on, our uninitialized navigation properties. The animation on the right shows all the various scenarios of when the highlighting shows up or doesn't show up. And what it basically does is ensures that there is no way to initialize the entity without having that particular property left as null. And the next one is unlimited string length. And again, this is highlighting, and it warns the user about the potential performance issues if there isn't either a data annotation or a corresponding Fluent API method implemented in the model. And last but not least, an entity relation diagram. It's very convenient for visual analysis. That concludes the features of this implemented in this project. And as for the future plans, first off, migration validation. So this is in the title of the presentation, but due to time constraints, we had to leave it out this time. But it is coming. Then more issue analysis. Obviously, those three cases don't cover the entirety of possible model issues, and those need to be addressed. And the last one is an improved anti-relation diagram. Right now, it only shows the very basic information about the model, and there's a lot of potentially useful information just waiting to be added. So this concludes the list of the planned things for this feature.